Hi guys, Ronnie here. Today I want to show you something from my upcoming cyclocross build, which is going to be based on a yet unreleased track boom frame, which I already have ordered. And since you can't really do much aero on a cyclocross bike, I decided to go a bit for lightweight because you're going to be shouldering, well, I am going to be shouldering the bike. It's going to be muddy, and I really want it to be lightweight because of those small accelerations and all the aggressive racing we've got in cyclocross. So the first thing what I'm planning to save weight is the pedals. So these are going to be very important because it's a rotating weight. So I have two pairs of XTR 9020 pedals left over from my mountain biking days. But these are quite heavy and bulky, and I think in cyclocross the cage is not really needed. You rather have something that's a bit more low profile. So I decided to go for the Crank Brothers Egbeater 11s. Now I have been thinking a lot about different kinds of pedals. I really like speed play road pedals, but no one is really using them in cyclocross, so I was a bit cautious with those because they're really expensive, and well, they got some mixed reviews, so I decided to go for something a bit more safe. So the Crankbar Egbeaters, these are, well, a proven performer, I would say. I saw them a lot of pro bikes, and what I like about them is the fact that they have, well, an entry point basically everywhere on the pedal. You've got 4 different options. You don't really have to look after a remount, you just stomp on the pedals and go. So they should be the fastest option for the remounts, even though they have quite a small area for your foot to find. But I think with the cleat attachment points this exposed, this is not going to be a problem. Now this is the top tier 11 model, which, well, it's turned up to the 11. So it's got an old titanium construction and it's actually super light. So one of these pedals, I have just weighed them, it's basically 90 grams per side, whereas these XTRs, not too shabby themselves, but they're 190 grams per pair. So saving 200 grams right there from rotating weight, that's not very bad. One thing I don't like about Shimano pedals is that they rely on cup and cone style bearings, and I think that's quite outdated and not so serviceable as, say, replacing normal cartridge bearings. So that's exactly what you've got with the Crank Brothers. I don't know if it's only these 11s, but I did get a complete rebuild kit, complete with all the seals, end caps, spacers, bearing drift, and these tiny cartridge bearings. So even if they wear out in the cross season, I don't have anywhere to look for replacements. I have them straight here, which is a thing that I really like, because with most brands and products, you can get the product itself very easily, but sourcing the replacement parts might not be as simple. The cleats on these ones are extremely small, so that surprised me quite a bit, and they have 2 float options depending on where you mount them, and they're labeled by this little, well, these little dots. If you put this cleat on the left foot, then we've got less float before engagement, and vice versa. I think it varies between 15 and 20 degrees, but since I rode completely fixed pedals on the road up till now, I think I'll go for as little float as possible. You also get some of these shims in case the cleat itself couldn't be engaged because the lugs on your shoes are too tall. And you also get 2 sets of screws to go for that, to compensate for the extra shims. The manual itself is also very nice. Now I have managed to get it back to how it was folded as original, but we've got the complete rebuild procedure very nicely detailed, so one thing I rate about these. And you also get a couple of stickers. And to be honest, they look quite cool. My bike is hopefully going to be all black and white, and these gold pedals are going to stand out. Well, I would prefer a stealthier version, but at least it will have some color pop on it. Yeah, so quite a cool looking product. The Shimano ones are quite pedestrian, but these look nicely crafted, and bearing action is super smooth, so hopefully they will last. Now these also have a rider weight limit of something around 90 kilos, 91 I think from the manual. But me being 61, that doesn't really concern me at all. But if you're a heavier rider, titanium spindles usually have a weight limit on them. Well, these have, and on the speed plates as well, so one thing to bear in mind. But we'll see how they hold up in cross conditions. Okay, so this was a detailed view of my latest addition to my kit. Hopefully my frame will arrive soon. It's supposed to be here in the middle of October. So since my first race is on the 8th of October, I'm going to have to race that on the KTM, which is not a bad bike in itself, but it's no superbike. And I'm also getting a power meter for it on Monday, so I'll be able to train normally on all three of my bikes now. If you'd like to know more about the road and time trial side of my equipment, then don't forget to tune into my channel and subscribe. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.